There are so many cool rocks here. I've been by this stream for 5 seconds and I'm already like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get a million rocks back to my car. Rock update. So I know it's been a little bit since I gave an update. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I got a job, or I got back my job that I had last year. So I've been working, and also I had to order some supplies in order to continue doing anything with rocks, and I ordered those supplies and then didn't get around to doing anything with the rocks yet. So what I did order is a kit from Amazon. I believe it cost 25 bucks. It's from Poly. I'm looking at it. It's sitting over there. It's from Polyplastics, and it has these jars that have 1 pound of grit in each one, and they have stages 1 through 4. And then it also came with a jar of 1.5 pounds of ceramic media pieces to put in tumbling. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for 25 bucks to get all of this. So since I've gotten these, I haven't actually done anything with tumbling yet, but I have them. So there's that. And also today, which is the reason why I'm doing this update, I went out and went on a rock hunting adventure. Although, not the one I intended to go on. I went to a place where I thought I could get rocks, and there were no rocks, but then I went to another place that was nearby the place that I thought I could get rocks. I wasn't expecting to get rocks, but there just happened to be a creek, and so I parked and went and walked down by the creek and found a whole bunch of cool rocks. So it ended up working out okay. I'm not going to say where, because I don't want to blow up my spot, because I plan on going back there and getting more rocks. But it was very cool, and so now I'm going to show you the rocks that I got today. I think I'm going to freehand this rather than using my tripod, just because there's not a lot of space down here. So the place that I went, as I said, had a creek, and I wasn't expecting to find anything cool, and I found a ton of cool stuff, so much so that I only came out with as much as my hoodie pockets could comfortably carry, and my hand, obviously, because this did not fit in my hoodie pocket. But I was rather bogged down by the end. I wish I would have taken something with me, but again, I wasn't expecting to find anything. So this place was loaded down with all of these rocks that look like this, although not specifically like this. This was the big honking one that I unburied and brought with me just to have and keep. But as you can see, it's crystal. It's Druzy crystal. I guess it's quartz. I don't know. This is red on the outside, as you can see. Lumpy and bumpy and red. But the crystals themselves are not red. So I don't know if it's quartz plus something else. I have no idea. I just thought this one looked really cool and big and awesome. And so I wanted to bring it home. I gave all these a scrub in my kitchen sink, but as you can see, it still has like moss on it and whatever else down in the cracks there, a little bit of moss. I mean, I don't want this thing to be spick and span. I think it's awesome the way it is. I was just trying to get the mud off of it so that I could see what's what, but yeah, I just thought that that was really cool and I wanted to bring it home. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Use it as a paperweight maybe, or put it out in my front flower bed or something. I don't know. I just thought it was really awesome. But, so that's the big honkin' one that I got. There's another cool red one that has lots of layers. Pieces falling off of them. Like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like, I don't know if this is iron ore or something, if that's why it's red. I don't know if it's agate or jasper or what. I have no clue. And there literally was, I mean, you couldn't sneeze and not hit 100 interesting rocks, but I didn't have enough pocket space to grab them all, obviously. So I just tried to get a small sample, but I just love all the layers and stuff in this. And so doing a little bit of looking around, most of this I'm guessing is Druzy. which I've discovered you probably can't tumble because it's just going to fall apart. But I don't care. I'm just going to keep them the way they are then. So I did get a couple red ones that might be jasper. Some of these might still be wet, as you can see, because I just washed them. Like this one is definitely going to get tumbled. Because it's not clearly a crystal on the inside like the rest. So that one's going in the tumble pile. This one is nice dark red. So maybe that's jasper. That one's going in the tumble pile. And then we have this one here, which I was trying to do a little reading. Apparently our state rock is Mozartite, which is a rock that's red and white and pink. So I don't know if I get something that's a mixture of that, if that means that that's Mozartite. I don't know. But yeah, so the vast majority of what I got, however, is stuff like this. Tons and tons and tons and tons of crystals that are still wet because I just washed them off. This is my favorite little one that I just got. He's just one lumpus by himself that you can see the cool, I guess, agate, I'm assuming, underneath strata. And just one nobule there. Very, very cool. This one here, a lot of the stuff that was there was like this, where it's kind of like an inverse geode, I would describe it as, where it's all crystallized and bumpy and lumpy on the outside. And then on the inside, there's nothing. It's hollow. And you just find pieces of it because it looks like it's been broken open. And so you just find chunks. So again, this is another huge crystalline outside with the stripy inside and nothing in the middle, hollow. This is a cool orange one that I found. Nice orange crystals. I mean, come on. How awesome is this? It looks like rock candy or a brain. You just want to eat it. And then there's the underside. We got this one here, which I loved because it's got half of like a encrusted outer shell, but then it breaks away to where you can see the layers in the inside. And I actually have a necklace that I got from a very cool place down on Cherokee Street called STL Rocks. Shout out STL Rocks. They also have a stand at Stewlord Market. But I have an agate necklace that I got that literally has bands, stripes, just like this. And it's clear quartz down on the end. So it would be like if you cut a slice out of this. So cool. And there's the inside. I might take some of these down and show them to them. Like, hey, what do I do with all these? Here's another one where I assume that this would have been the outside. And then the inside is this beautiful quartz. And then we have some smaller ones here. This one doesn't have much of anything in terms of a not quartz layer. Very small. I guess it probably broke off. And then out here is just all your pretty crystals all the way around. And here's another small one. I grabbed a couple little tiny ones that just look nice and shiny because I want to give them to my nephew, who also is a fan of cool rocks like myself. And I figure he will appreciate these. And then, so that's all of the Druzy. And then I did also grab this big one. I have no idea what it is. It's black. It does have a little bit of like druzy crystal in that little hollow there. And it's brown on the one side, brownish red. But half of it is black. And I don't know what kind of stone it is. But I'm planning on tumbling it and finding out if it falls apart or what, because it does not look druzy at all. So I don't know if it has crystals on the inside or not, but that's going in the tumble pile. And then the last one that I got is this one, which who knows what it is, but it is sparkly up there. And it's got some white and some black, some sparkle. Some sparkle down there too. This I got from a different place. This I got from the place that I actually went intending to look for rocks. I just happened to pick this up in the parking lot. Ooh, one more. I forgot. This also is going in the tumble pile. It looks a lot cooler when it's wet, but I guess maybe it's an agate. I don't know. It's banded, as you can see here, all around on the underside, and then the top side of it is just smooth. There's no lumpy, bumpy crystals like all the other stuff. I mean, it looks almost like wood, but it's not wood. It's rock, I guess. Unless it's petrified wood. I don't know. I've never owned petrified wood, so maybe it is. But yeah, that's going in the tumble pile as well. So, yeah, that's the spoils from my rock adventure that I went on today, which was very fun and unexpected. So now that I have supplies, I can start up another batch. I did get some suggestions from commenters. Thank you for your advice about what to do with my first batch because it didn't really get very glossy. It got smooth, but it didn't get polished. The suggestions were to take it back to step 3 and run it again, or that I could start up a new batch and then when I get to step 3 add those in, which I could do. I think I might do that because I'm interested in tumbling these ones that I got today and some of the other ones that I have left over from all of the other rocks that I have. I have a lot of rocks just off camera to start up a new batch and then combine those together when I get to step 3 and see what happens there. But yeah, so that's the update as far as rocks. So check back in. I will let you know how it goes. Thanks.